We're always assured of a very warm welcome when we come to Scremiston, which is just as well today because it's bitterly cold, northeast wind blowing in from the sea as well. But we're here for the National League One clash between Berwick and Langholm. Langholm played with the wind in the first half and would have been disappointed not to get a grip of the game early on. Their star kicker Neil Cubbin missed 2 easy chances at goal, and in a very poor first half where neither team looked like scoring a try, it was 3-3, with Cubbin kicking a penalty for the visitors and Matthew McCreath scoring one for Berwick. Berwick were encouraged by their first half effort and they went into the lead with another McCreath penalty before Robert Haggerston scored his first try of the season, which was converted by McCreath. It didn't take him long before he added another, and once again he didn't have too far to travel to put the ball over the line. With McCreath goaling again, it was 20 points to 3, and it was only then that Langholm, who are chasing promotion, started to show some urgency. They put the ball out wide for fullback Colin Jardine to go over for a try in the corner, which was given after consultation with the assistant referee. With time running out, Langholm took advantage of slack Berwick defence to score their second try from Neil Cubbin, and this took him up to 99 points in the league this season. He should have gone through the 100-point barrier today, and you'd have put your mortgage on him kicking this conversion to do just that. But he put it wide. It was all Langholm at the end as they tried to get a win or even a draw, and they were helped by the referee who added 10 minutes of injury time from who knows where. But Berwick held out to keep their unbeaten home record in the league intact, and Langholm had to settle for a bonus point. Final score at Scremiston, Berwick 20, Langholm 13.
Robert Haggerston, Duncan Budge, they've all put in a big performance for us today, and I think all credit goes to those guys because we've really got us together, and we've came away with good points today.
Bragging rights going to Berwick for the time being. Well, let's switch to Premier 1 now, and over at Philiphaugh it was Selkirk taking on West of Scotland. Selkirk unbeaten in 19 matches at home. Could they make it 20 out of 20? Grahame MacGregor reports.
Well, as half-time approached at Philiphaugh, it seemed like Selkirk were doing their very best to ensure Ayr were going to receive the league crown today. Perhaps last week's defeat at Millbrae was still taking its toll on the Selkirk players, who seemed all at sea, their lacklustre shapeless display allowing West to carve out 2 converted tries in the first half hour for a clear lead. Loch Jan Vos gleefully accepted the first, sailing through non-existent defence to score at the posts. Selkirk's recovery was brief and fruitless, and West piled it on again for number 8 Graham Fiskin to go over at the corner, Connor Davis converting once more. Crucially, however, Selkirk got themselves together just on the stroke of half-time, man of the match Lee Jones going in at the corner for a try converted by Scott Hendry. It was time for Selkirk's familiar fight back to kick into action, but the West defence were in no mood to yield that easily, and as the game wound on it appeared that Selkirk's unbeaten home run was finally in danger of ending. But a stroke of brilliance from pro scrum half Ben Mayer came to the rescue with 15 minutes to go, the Edinburgh man starting and ending a move which saw him touch down under the posts to allow Hendry's conversion to level the scores. The final score at Philiphaugh, Selkirk 14, West of Scotland 14.
I think we were lucky to come away with the draw in the end, because all credit to West, they came down and they had a go at us, but at least we didn't get the defeat. And I mean, we had our chances towards the end of the game, I think we just didn't take them. Even if we didn't fully deserve them, we could have taken the game, I think.
For Hawick, it was one of their big games of the season, away at Glasgow Hawks. It was a big relegation battle, this one, and Bill Polson has the details.
Hawick opened the scoring after 6 minutes at Old Annie's Land when Kevin Reid and Neil Rennick set up number 8 Michael Robertson for a try in the left corner. 6 minutes later, slick work by the Hawks' backs led to a try by left wing Stevie Gordon, converted by Mike Rainey. The crucial phase of the game came at the end of the first half when home lock Alan Kelly rumbled over for a try. Rainey again converted and then kicked 2 penalties before the break. In the second half, the wind-assisted Greens could not turn pressure into points. With 10 minutes to go, Rainey kicked a third penalty and a late surge by Hawks converted a try by prop Nick Cox. Final score, Glasgow Hawks 30, Hawick 5.
Melrose beat bottom club Stirling County 17-11 at Bridge Hall with tries by David Whiteford and Jordan Macy, but Stirling County got a crucial bonus point. Selkirk are up 2-2 with Heriot's game at Edinburgh Accies postponed. Melrose are 4th and Hawick still in deep trouble with time running out, but a favourable run-in at the end of the season. Next week they must beat Stirling County at home. Incidentally, congratulations to John DL of Melrose, who's been selected to captain the Scotland Club International side in France on February the 13th. Also in the squad are Callum Anderson and Scott White from Melrose, and Selkirk's Fraser Harkness, Gavin Craig and Lee Jones.
Looking forward to it, especially with the other 2 boys in the squad as well. Gavin Herkey, that should be a good trip, and we'll see what we can do out there.
A quick mention too about Fiji legend Veseli Serevi, the world's greatest sevens player, who will end his playing career at this year's Melrose Sevens on Easter Saturday. That's the 11th of April. A real scoop there for the club. After the break, we take a look at Premier 2 and the local derby at Riverside Park between Jedforest and Peebles.
Wind, friend and foe, pushing us on or holding us back, shaping the earth for generations. Whipping through glens and across lochs, we've learned to respect its power and to harness it for our own. Our home is the ideal training ground. We are Scotland. Stand with us in the RBS Six Nations.
There were 6 tries in this match at Riverside Park, and at one point Jedforest were leading this one by 18 points to 10. It was a crucial game with Jed in 4th place, Peebles in 3rd. Well, Greg Walker and Jamie McCraw scored first half tries for Jed. Here's McCraw's effort, while Dan Botwood and Donald Sangster scored for Peebles. Botwood taking advantage of a loose ball to canter home for a try. In the second half, Jed could only manage a penalty, while Peebles completed a try bonus with 2 James Oakes tries, including this one at the end in the corner, which wrapped it up for his team, and they won 27-21 to keep the pressure up on Stu Mell. Staying in Premier 2 and at Netherdale, it was Gala versus GHA. Laing Speirs went along to watch this one.
Gala deserved the win because they scored 2 tries to 1 and they finished strongly. They finished with a very good try by Andy McLean, but they had a bit of a struggle to hold on to Jim Noonan, the visiting standoff, who was a lively wire. But all that the game really did at the end was to keep the 2 teams in the same places in Division 2. They have, I would say, both of them secured safety, which was probably the main object of the exercise. Not a memorable game, but a deserved win for Gala.
Kelso scored tries from Grant Shields and Michael Tate, who ended his 3-month try drought against Biggar, but it wasn't enough as they went down 23-15 at Hartrymill. Next week's matches are on your screen now. But that's it for today. Thanks very much indeed for joining us, and join us again next week for Borders Rugby Roundup.